Man, oh man, this video is so overdue, but I am happy to finally be showing you all what is on my Android. So what's going on, everyone? Tech Me out here, and like I stated at the very beginning, this video is something that I have been intending to get out for quite some time now, and I actually got held up because I was trying to perfect the setup and everything, but it is what it is. It looks good to me, and hopefully it looks good to you. But if you're excited about seeing exactly what is on my S7 here, then go ahead and hit that like button for me to let me know. So pretty much the setup I have running here is my Samsung Galaxy S7, and on it I have a clear case that I picked up off of Amazon. It was like maybe $4 or $5 when I got it, maybe $6 at the most, but I love this case. It was so cheap, and it actually gave me a lot of grip on my phone, because prior to owning this case, I was really frustrated with my S7 because it was just too slippery. But after I got this case, I was finally able to successfully use my device without fear of dropping it. So if you are in the need of a cheap case for your S7, I'm gonna link this one down below so that you can check it out. But moving on to the setup here. On my lock screen, I didn't theme it at all. I just have the standard lock screen here with the really cool wallpaper, which I'll be linking down below for you as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it. So here on my home screen, you can probably tell that I'm running a couple of things. For starters, I'm using Nova Launcher, and I'm using the Prom version of Nova Launcher. That way I could customize in and everything that I possibly wanted to without any limitations. And the grid format that I'm using is the 7x6. So at the top here for my date and time, I'm running Super widgets, and I'm using a widget pack known as Unity Widgets 2. And the particular widget in that pack that I have is called Pack 19 or just 19, but I'm gonna have it somewhere for your reference. Now for my wallpaper here, I'm gonna have that link down below. I just thought it flowed well with everything here, so that's really why I chose that one. And plus, to me, this setup alone looks dope. But sliding on down from there, this thing that looks like a barcode is actually showing me my battery percentage. And yes, it is very low. I need to charge this phone, but I was able to do that with minimal text widget, and the widget that I use is called battery bar. But I like how it looks because it flows well, and to me it looks different. It's not your typical battery bar that you see. But beneath that, for my icons here, with the Nova Launcher, I was able to customize a couple of things about my icons that you see. So the first thing I was able to customize is the icons themselves. So with Nova Launcher, I basically long pressed here and I hit edit, and I was able to choose a different icon pack for each icon that I have down there. And I can't remember exactly the icon pack that I used because I have more than one icon pack with this type of style up here, but I want to say it was either minimal icon pack or tiny white icon pack, so I'm not sure. But ultimately what I did was I changed each of these, and I changed each of these because when you actually tap on one of them, you'll see that what I have is a whole nother icon pack. So for my main icon pack, I'm running Crispy, and just for those three icons at the bottom, I'm using minimal icon pack or tiny icon pack. And I went that route because I just felt like this looks better than the colorful icons did. So that's the only reason that I did that. But as you notice, when I tap here, this pulls up my most commonly used applications. So as you can see, I got my camera app in there, my gallery, Gmail, Amazon, because I love to shop on Amazon. If you follow me, you already know, and if you don't, there's a link down below for you so you can get a free trial and see exactly what I'm enjoying when it comes to Amazon Prime. And then on my next row, I have Play Store, Pokemon Go. I know I have Pokemon Go here, but quite honestly, I don't play it much. I'm just not into it. I don't know, it didn't grab me. I think it's mainly because I don't fully understand how to play the game, and I really haven't taken the time to fully learn how to play the game, but it's just sitting in there. I actually have to delete it. But then I have also Google Keep. I like to go in there and jot down my notes of things that I want to remember, or maybe video ideas, and sometimes I'll even write things that I want to mention in my videos within the Google Keep app. And I do that because I also use iOS, so Google Keep is something that I can quickly access on my iPhone or my Android phone that I'm using at that moment, which is good for me because I like using iOS and Android. And then next to that, I have Studio to keep track of certain things regarding my YouTube account. And then I have YouTube, and then Audible, which I'm loving because I love to listen to books, because sometimes my life is too busy to read as often as I like. So with Audible, I'm able to listen to my books. Free trial for that down below as well if you're interested. But then I also have my settings, I have Feedly so I can stay on top of any tech news that's going on. I have Send Anywhere so I can quickly send things from my Android phone to my iPhone and vice versa. I also have Social Blade to keep track of certain YouTube analytics, as well as subscriber count to do the same thing. So these are the apps that I currently use the most. So yeah, nothing too wild in terms of my apps that I use here. Now, something else that I use Nova Launcher for is to really customize the way I interact with my dock down here. So as you notice, when I tap on the middle icon, it pulls up my frequently used applications. But something else that I have set up is that if I tap on my phone icon per se, it's gonna allow me to place a phone call. But if I swipe up on my phone icon, it's actually gonna open up a folder. And in this folder, I have my phone app, my Maps app, calendar, weather, and Google Chrome. So once again, nothing too fancy, just kind of more so very stockish, you know, but it gets the job done. And then on my last icon here, the same concept applies. If I tap on it, it launches the icon that I see, which is messages. But if I swipe up on it, then it's going to launch me into a folder that has my messaging or social applications, which include Textra because that's what I use for my messaging app. I like that one because of the way the layout is and how you can customize it. It's not overwhelming in terms of the options that you have, but it's just enough to get it to look the way that you want. I also have Snapchat in there, linked down below if you don't follow me on Snapchat and you are on Snapchat and you want to. And then I also have Hangouts, Instagram, GroupMe, and also Send Anywhere. So that's pretty much the setup I have going on over here. So I've showed you my swipe gesture on my first icon and my last icon down there. So in addition to those gestures that I just showed you, I also have it set so that if I swipe down on my screen, it pulls up the option for me to search so I can see my most recently installed applications or quickly search my phone or launch into the Play Store. And then I also have it set up so that if I swipe up, it takes me into my app drawer. And because I'm using Nova Launcher, I was able to change the look of this as well so that I have a list layout, which reminds me a lot of, I believe it's called Action Launcher. It's been a while since I've used it, but it reminds me a lot of that, which is why I went with this particular format here. And while we're on the topic of apps, one you might want to check out is Rocket VPN. So the makers of this app were kind enough to make this video possible and actually offer a legit selection of applications. So one in particular is known as Rocket VPN and is useful if you want to better safeguard your personal data and view geographical restricted content. So in certain areas of the world, specific websites are blocked. For example, the Google website is blocked in China, and so is Instagram and Facebook. These are three very commonly used sites that we visit in the States without a second thought. Now, where Rocket VPN comes in is that it allows places like these to access websites like those by providing a safe and secure browsing experience. And it's even offered on Android and iOS, so you're not limited by your device. So they give you 500 megabytes of data for free that automatically refills each month. But if you find that you need more data than that, you can explore their plan options to figure out which one will best suit your needs. So links to find out more and check it out for yourself will be provided down below in the description box. But in regards to these apps I have here, you're going to notice that I do have quite a few, more than I can discuss within this video, so feel free to take a look and pause the video on the ones that interest you the most. Or you can just hit that subscribe button because I will be focusing on a few of these apps in a dedicated video where I'm going to show you my top Android applications that you should get in on. That video is going to be coming soon, so definitely stay tuned for it. I'm going to be updating you on the progress of things via Twitter like I do everything else, but that's going to do it for my Android setup. I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe it gave you some inspiration or ideas on things you can incorporate into your setup. So as you already know, Team TMO, show up and show out down below on that share button and in that comment section. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you.